Look,
pretty
it looks like
obvious.
Santa's drinking. But...
Yeah. I don't know what a cow has to do with Christmas, but it's the only thing I could find.
Holy cow, it's Christmas.
Hey everyone, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Brian.
And we are Poor Decisions. So we had a conversation recently, given that it's the holidays and Christmas is coming up.
We got to do a Christmas theme.
Yeah.
Right? We can't leave it out.
Yeah. So we were talking about if you're invited to a Christmas party and you had to bring one bourbon, what would it be?
Yeah, your local
your
local bourbon group's like, hey, we're throwing an ugly Christmas sweater party, and you got to bring something. You don't want to bring I don't think you want to reach down too low in your stash and be like, I don't want to bring the junk.
It's Christmas, holidays. Right? It's time for giving.
It is, but you don't want to give away the farm, right? And I'm not bringing a Pappy 23 to the Christmas party.
No, be reasonable.
Right? You know, so we did bring some bottles today. We're going to help you decide what to bring to your Christmas party.
Yeah, and if we're total idiots and you think that you'd bring something else, let us know in the comments. I'll start out since I came up with this, if you're all right with that. So my suggestion would be the new Riff Single Barrel. So I'm not the biggest rye fan. This isn't a rye, but it definitely has like a tinge of rye to it, which has like the spiciness to it that I think does fit for the holiday season.
Yeah, and it's got a good proof to it. 117 is right in the money zone, I think.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite bottles for its price point. I find this for about $55 around here, and it's really hard to beat for that price.
Sure.
So I already poured us a couple glasses, so
we'll
take a quick sip of these, give quick impressions of it, just so that this video isn't too long. But man, it has like a mapley...
Yeah, I get like a brown sugar sweetness to it.
Yeah, like there's no age statement on it, but it kind of tastes like it has some age to it. There's definitely some complexity in there.
If you brought this to my Christmas party, I would be happily surprised. I'd be like, hey man, all right, he brought a single barrel. Nothing just like kind of, your blends. You didn't bring one I know is from the bottom shelf, like a Jim Beam white label. No offense. But to each their own. But you bring something that's going to be noticeable, good on the palate, excite people a little bit.
A little different.
Yeah, for sure. But you're not spending $150 either.
Yeah, and the cool thing about any single barrel offering is every bottle that you get could be different.
Right.
But there is a lot of consistency in these. Again, so the first one I had, was a store pick, and that's what made me fall in love with New Riff. Ever since then, I make sure that I have one of these on my bar cart at all times.
I like what New Riff has done. Over the last, let's say 4 or 5 years, New Riff kind of came out and did a blends, and they did some malted, but the single barrel is always an easy go-to. The new 8-year that just came out is absolutely delicious.
So I haven't even tried, I haven't found one yet.
Yeah, so the 8-year, we'll have to bring that one out here. It's really, really good. I still think the single barrel is better because of that high proof nature to it. But man, that's a great pick for your party, brother. I really like it.
It's got all the mapley brown sugar, has a little bit of spice to it that's, again, I think fitting for the holidays.
For sure.
If you're giving this to someone, it is a higher proof. So maybe mention that before you start pouring it down everyone's throat.
Don't drop it off at just any whiskey house. But we're definitely a bourbon dream. If that shows up at my house, I'm going to give you a big old hug, wish you well on your Christmas Eve. So to my bottle, I found the Bardstown Origin Series 106 Wheated. This has been touted through the bourbon world as the Weller 107 Killer because it's readily available. Right? When you
find it anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And for $55, it's kind of right in that same realm as the new Riff, right? It's on the shelf. It's $55. You're not really having trouble finding it. It's an easy drinker. We're at 106 proof, so we're slightly less than Ryan's pick. I'll pour us up a little bit and tell you about the notes.
It's funny. This is the first time trying this one, and we've drank quite a bit of 107 together. I know you're a big fan. I'm definitely a big fan of it also. So I am interested to see how that goes side by side with it.
So and when you sit with what I love about Bardstown, we go back and forth with it. I love the transparency on the bottles. On the back of the label, it says it's a Bardstown Bourbon, Kentucky origin, 6 years, 53% corn, 39% wheat, and the glare is getting there, 6% malted barley, distilled in 2018. So you get some good character, you get some good flavor to it.
I wish more like distilleries would do that, like have their mash bill on the bottle, age statement.
Yeah, it would be nice to kind of know what's really going in. I don't know why some people do it and some people don't, but Bardstown, tip of the hat to you for keeping it transparent, always putting something on the bottle that lets you know what's in it, why it's in it, where it's from. Ryan, what do you think about the palate? The drink, the smell,
I haven't gotten that far yet.
We got the smell.
The nose, yeah. It's definitely a lot lighter than the new Riff.
It's a lot lighter. Very wheat forward.
Yeah.
As it is for a wheater, right? We're at 53% corn, so almost 40% wheat. I just love the ease of it. It's not harsh. It's not too mellow. It's kind of that right in the middle. And I think that's why it's a perfect bottle to pick up for your Christmas party.
Yeah, that one would probably be a better pick in the sense of if you don't have so-called seasoned, I don't know if we'd call ourselves seasoned. we drink a lot of bourbon.
We're sauced. We're not seasoned.
Yeah. But just being a lower proof, it definitely doesn't hit as hard. It definitely has great flavor to it.
I think this is a good share bottle, right? Even though maybe not even a Christmas party, but even like a birthday party. This is a good event bottle. And particularly because of that proof, it keeps it lower, but you kind of appeal to the masses, I think, with this one. I still think this is like if you're going to the, let's say the bourbon connoisseur party, right? You're bringing something a little more fun, a little bit more higher proof.
I mean, why would you be friends with people that don't drink bourbon?
Don't be friends with people who don't drink bourbon. You heard it here. Right from Ryan's mouth. Bumper stickers are coming. Actually, that's a great idea. Bumper stickers on the Patreon. Which leads me to, real quick, check out our link below for our Patreon. For just as little as $1 a month, you can be a patron. You can support the channel. Be a part of the background. We have some behind-the-scenes content, videos. If you step it up in the tiers, you're going to get some cool merch. You get poker chips, glasses, hats, and much, much more. So do us a favor, like, share, follow, comment, but definitely become a Patreon. It would mean the world to us. I just took the heart on that.
And definitely make sure that you leave a comment on what bottle you think would be the best for the Christmas season, whether you bring it to a party or just something that you enjoy on your own.
Now let's say, Ryan, these bottles are just not cutting it. You can't find them on the shelf. What's your backup bottle and what's taking the cake?
So this is not necessarily something that's super easy to find. This is something I found on the shelf recently. It's a Rare Character limited release, batch number 10, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. They made 2,700 bottles of this, 118 proof, 59%. So it is another higher-ish proof offering that, as you can see, I've gone through a bit of this one already, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Similar to the new Riff, it does have a good amount of, I would imagine, rye spice. This doesn't have anything like with the mash bill, age, anything like that. I know it's a blend, but...
Yeah, it's a great bottle to bring to the table. It looks awesome. We previously, the wax has already been off, but that bottle looks, when you show up to a party with that, it's kind of like it gathers the attention, right? It kind of says, hey, whoa, he brought something. It's got the word on it, rare.
Yeah.
which we see in Eagle Rare, but...
You know, whenever they make these batches, they don't make them again. And
yeah, they're kind of one and done.
It's kind of cool bringing something that, you know, you might not be able to find or try again in the future. So it makes it special.
That is delicious. I got the nose on it, and I was kind of like, it kind of feels like every other bourbon. But the flavor profile of that is substantial.
It's, yeah. It has such a nice, like, oily mouthfeel to it. It sits on your tongue so well.
Yeah, with the nose, it's a very bourbon. It's very oak, caramel. It's very, it's got that rich, almost oaky vibe to it, but still light. And then when you hit that flavor on the profile on the tongue,
it's nice because the palate, it's kind of a surprise from the nose.
That's delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very, very, very great pick to bring. Now, if you showed up with that over the new Riff, you probably won a prize. Yeah, that's a great.
Get more than a hug.
Oh, well, we'll go with a hug and a present, a gifted present. Right. Yeah. Okay. For sure. We're on camera. I'm not going to say too much because of evidentiary purposes, but that's a fantastic bottle. That is really great. What was the MSRP? What did you pay for that?
So it was $100. I was kind of surprised that I saw they had this and they had the orange label. It's just a whiskey. And I tried, I think it was batch number 3 of their like blended whiskey. And I really like that one. So when I saw this, I had to pick it up. And I'm glad that I did because
me too.
The 2 that I've had that are rare character, I've been very happy with, even at $100.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, the content's black peppery, nice, but it's subtle. It's got a sweet bite to it.
Yeah, and the thing to me that stands out is just how it sits on your tongue. It's there. It's so nice.
Yeah, it's there, and it is making itself known. And I can't help but notice you picked a 117.7 and a 118 proof. So you're staying fairly consistent on that one.
I like higher proof stuff. Yeah, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a connoisseur. There's probably a fine line.
Absolutely. Hi, my name is Brian. I'm a connoisseur. All right. Well, so my backup bottle, if you can't find it, which I'll be hard pressed to find, is going to be a little bit harder to find. Slightly more expensive, but not as expensive as the rare character. The Old Fitz Bottled and Bond 7-year.
It is a very pretty bottle.
This bottle, I guess if you walked in the door with this bottle and you said, "Hey, Merry Christmas," and presented it to somebody, you'd be like, "Well, hot damn." Right?
It's got green and red. It's very Christmassy.
It is. You know what? I think that I win the prize for the most Christmas-themed bottle, for sure. But the Old Fitzgerald 7-year Bottled and Bond kind of brings that Old Fitzgerald 13-year to a more accessible bottle, right? It's no longer a bourbon hunt to try to find a really good Old Fitz. So this is Bottled and Bond, so it has to be at 100 proof. I, again, come in slightly under with Ryan. I think it appeals to the masses. I think it appeals to the flavor profile that non-connoisseurs like you out there watching are going to like. I have had this before. Obviously, these are from our personal stash. So I get a bit of peanut.
Very peanutty.
A very bit of peanut to it, and still a bit of that oak. We do have an age statement of 7 years, which is not young, not old. It's right in that middle cusp, I think.
It's pretty good for bourbon.
Yeah, you got 15, 21 year now with Knob Creek coming out, and then you got those young guys at 2 and 4 years. So we're right in the middle.
Yeah.
A lot of peanut.
Peanut, kind of a light caramel.
It has a darker fruit to me. It has more of like a dried blueberry.
I don't know if I've ever picked that out in a bourbon before. Blueberry.
Dried blueberry. I guess it's more of like a subtle, it's not like a fresh fruit to me. It feels like an older aged kind of dry fruit. Maybe a little vanilla. But a really good bottle. So you have 4 options now in front of you. You've got 2 that are in that 100 proof range, and you've got 2 in the higher proof range. So what do you think about that?
It is nice. Like I'm not getting as much of Christmassy notes on that one.
I would agree with you there.
Peanuts aren't really the most Christmassy thing.
Not unless the reindeers are eating them.
Yeah. Well,
but they have.
Yeah, put this out for Santa's reindeer.
For sure. Carrots and a little bit of Bottled and Bond 7-year Old Fitz for the reindeer. I do get more notes of that peanut on the palate, right? It kind of follows. This reminds me a lot of the Heaven Hill 7-year Bottled and Bond, because whenever I drink that bottle, it brings me back to a baseball, deshelling the peanuts and eating them and then throwing them on the ground in the dugout. It has a very specific feel. So these 4 bottles, I think, all stellar.
If there's a baseball game near you during the holidays and you have a Christmas sweater like this,
you can put it in your pocket.
Smuggle it in.
Yeah, for sure. I got yours. I would take. I'll be honest with you.
How about
that?
Do our pick.
If you could take my pick, which bottle would you have at your party?
So I would say I would probably go with this one.
Okay.
Just easier to find, more approachable. and I think that it would fit in more at a Christmas party than this. Again, like some of the notes I don't think really fit with what you'd be having on Christmas.
Yeah, I would say so. If you're coming to my Christmas party, Ryan, which I hope you do show up, is I want you to show up with an impressive bottle that kind of blows me out of the water, and that's going to be this one. This was a delight. Not so much, maybe the nose, I don't want to say not so much on the nose. The nose was good, but that flavor profile is coming home to Santa.
Yeah, I think that would be my favorite of the 4 that we had. It's almost like opening a Christmas present. You see the wrapping paper and you're like, I don't know what it is, and then you open it up and it's like, holy crap, I got my, like the nose. It's like
it's a Nintendo.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You just have Santa wrapping paper and you open it up and it's a Super Nintendo. When I was a kid, that was my holy crap Christmas when I was a kid, getting a Super Nintendo.
Yeah, we all remember those days. Whether it was an Etch-a-Sketch or a Nintendo, maybe.
Were you excited about an Etch-a-Sketch when you were a kid?
At one point, yeah.
Okay.
Was it a pair of Nike Air Maxes? What do the kids love these days, right? Was it Pokemon cards? What was it? So it brings you back. I do think the rare character, while it is the higher proof on the table and is probably the highest price point on the table, it does take the cake. It is great. It really is a top-notch bottle. But if you're going to a Christmas party, we've now given you 4 really exceptional bottles to pick. Thank you for joining us on this Christmas episode of Find Your Christmas Party Bottle. Like, share, follow, comment, and subscribe to all of our channels, YouTube, and our Patreon link, which is in the description below.
Yeah, and let us know how amazing we look in our Christmas attire.
That hat is throwing me off. Is the hat throwing anybody else off?
So I went to Walmart to find a hat, and I was going to get just a Santa hat, but I have a big stupid head, so I was like, I'm just going to get a regular hat, and this is what they had. And I was trying to look as ridiculous as possible.
It is ridiculous. The hat's ridiculous. The sweater I like. Listen, I'm a bah humbug kind of guy. So put your sweater on. Put your ugly sweater on. Do it for the boys.
Yeah.
Tune in, subscribe. Ryan.
All right.
This was killer, dude.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much for bringing. Yeah, thank you.
Cheers.